Hey tubers, me again. It's a pressure washer. I saw a video of it and it had white smoke just pouring out of it. So I'm thinking it's a head gasket. Been here a week. And all this laying on my floor. That's motor oil. That's probably pump oil over there. I don't know. So all that oil's already laying on the floor. Here's an oil fill right here. If you look from the back here, here's another one. It's actually lower than this one. So generally what they want you to do is to take and fill it up with oil, right? Until it just gets to the bottom right there. We got this catch pan underneath it here. I started to check it and I said, like, you know what? This might be worth a video. I know you're seeing that. So my guess is that this thing is probably at the very, very most, looking at it, I don't know, maybe 20, 22 ounces. I gotta put this in and stop it. Oh, but why? Well, because my catch pan is already full. How, and I see this more than once, how do they get that much oil in there? So they take and tip the machine on its side and then they go like, oh, okay, it's full. It can't lubricate when it's got that much in there. It just can't. It was never designed to do that. So I'm gonna dump this. And we're going to come back for part 2 of the draining and see what happens. Okay, let's see what else we can get out of here. Yeah, so normally it would be on that stick. That would be full. Anywhere it's in those X's, it's going to be sufficient. Suficiente. It's still running out. Let's see. By taking and put that on there. See how much is still running out of there? Alright. I guess I could do a little drawing of what it is that I do believe that I'm looking for up underneath it here, up underneath the valve cover. God bless America. That's way, and it's pretty beat. That oil's pretty beat. So I'm going to call that good for now. So I'll be able to start it up. Still got plenty to lube it. Because now it's where it actually should be. Put down in the comments. Like, yeah, my dad used to have one of these things, so like, yeah, I never bothered reading the owner's manual. Usually there's a lot of good information in there, especially about the do's and the don'ts. Do not overfill. Do not overfill. Do not overfill. So we got this much more, plus the other one. It's at least a quart too much. At least. At least. My little catch jug. That's a gallon. So yeah. We got at least 1 quart too much oil. Alright guys. I'm wondering if I should... See, I don't think you're supposed to take and run it without water going through that pump. I don't have the hose and it's not close by. It's just not convenient. So I think what I'm going to do is like pulling all the uppers off, pull that head and that gasket. Oh. Yeah. It's got to take this cover off here, look down and see if I can just slide that jug up. There's a lot of other stuff that's bolted to it, so maybe not going to be able to do it quite so easy. But I think what it is that baby sprung a leak from wherever the push rods come up. Looks like they're down here. So let's take the cover off and take a look and see. Okay guys, so I think what I'm gonna do here is actually go with plan B as opposed to just going right to plan A. This is the exhaust without the heat shield on it. You can see there's a substantial amount of oil that's already made its way up here. So I think what I want to do is I want to take and pull these. I want to take and pull these things here and get any oil that's already setting up in there. And then when I came over to here, see if I can get you inside that carburetor, there's actually oil all the way in, up and over the venturi and the emulsion tube. Get in there. So there's actually oil all the way up in there, which means that it had so much oil that obviously while I was running it or while I was in storage, maybe it was leaning forward, I don't know. But this valve cover gasket is stuck. So before I go and rip that gasket, I'm going to put the screws back in. I'll put the screws back in here. And I'm going to see how much oil I can get out of it. And then just go hook it up to a hose and run it. See if it'll just be a smoker. But I got to get the oil and everything all out of here first. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then anything that's in here is going to go in and then out. So let's do that. Let's take these things off. And when I unseal these, let's see how much oil just comes rolling out of there. All right, I'll be back. Okay. So before I go out and run this bad chicken, some of you guys might be saying, like, well, the reason why there's so much oil is because sorry, let me move this over here, is where the heck they might think that it had a stuck float. Well, it's not. The float, she's not stuck. Where is it? I breathed in through here, lifted this, free passage, let it go, and it shut it off. So me breathing through there, that's just like assimilating to be the fuel. So it's not that. So I'm going to put this back together and then do like I said. I'm going to take it out, take it outside and run it. See if that smoke goes away. Maybe it's not just a blown head gasket. It's just that it ingested so much oil that it was just trying to burn it off. So I'm going to take and put this carburetor back together. Pause. Okay, so we can look down in here. Got another flashlight. Quite a bit of soot. Oil built up in there. Nothing actually pooled up. I don't know if you can see down inside the spark plug hole. But again, there's oil around the outside, and from where I am, way back here, you can see oil sitting on top of that piston. I wonder if I pulled it over, if it would shoot out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's see if I can put you in, just in case something happens. You're going to want to be able to see it. Oh. There we go. So the spark plug hole is right there. You can put a piece of paper up here or something just to see. We just want to see it. Oh yeah. Make sure this thing is off. So you can see oil on there, definitely oil on the back. And oil all up in here. So maybe we'll dodge a bullet, I don't know. And I'm going to try that first to see if it clears up. Got to figure out how that much oil got in there. I question that. And I don't smell gas. Normally when you get gas in the oil and it raises the level, you can smell it. And I cannot smell it. So I went over here and put my fingers through here. Where am I? Right there. And it's just oil. There's no gas in it at all. Mystery. That's what I love about this. All right, guys. here's the thought. I could not get that valve cover off, remember? If that cover was all full of oil and now it's breathing it out into the carburetor, that it's gotta go through all of that stuff before it's gonna stop smoking. Seems to be running all right. We got the water on it. Ow. Definitely putting pressure out. I think we might have got lucky with the head gasket, but do not have to replace that. Yeah, the smoke's starting to mellow out a little bit right now. Good boy. Smoke's almost gone now. No. That'll hurt your eyes. He's trying to fight the water. Jack Snow. Come on. Of smoke, nothing like it was. Smoke free. We burned out whatever was in there. So here's my thought process. Let me shut this off. So here's my thought process on this. Oh, I gotta turn off the water. You always do the best you can, right? Everybody does. But it's got to be like trust but verify. I'm pretty sure that by getting all that oil out of there, checking the carburetor to make sure that the float wasn't stuck, all of that stuff. I'm going to take and turn the fuel off. And let me see. Choker's on top, fuel's on the bottom. I just shut the fuel off. So now what I'll do is I'm just going to wait a couple hours. Wait for everything to cool down because I got to give it an oil change. But what I really want to verify is that when I go down here and check this, what do you call it? The oil level. I want to make sure that it hasn't risen up again. I should probably leave the gas on to just assume that I'm the forgetful DIY homeowner. And that, yeah, so I left the gas on. I want to make sure that that oil level has not come up again to where it's pouring out. Look and see how much gas I got in here. It's right to the bottom of the basket. Let's see. There's the light. The fuel is right to the bottom of the basket. So if it drops down below there, then I know that Yeah, we got a carburetor issue. But, yeah, I mean, it could have been bad, right? Could have been a lot worse. I don't know. A couple hours of labor. I gotta get this thing all cleaned up. I know the pump works. Put all these parts and pieces back on. Double check that. Give it an oil change. I'm thinking, what do you think? 75? Tell me what you think. What are you going to charge for all this stuff that you saw in the video? Should I do a follow-up, or are you just going to trust me? Yeah. I guess you trust me. It had way too much oil. Had about a quart too much. 30-something ounces too much oil. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm out.